let's get into it. So, right now, this is the L'Oreal PR package that I received. I had two and I put all of them in one box, so a lot of the products are in here. And then I was also went and bought any product that I didn't have and that I wasn't sent in PR. I went to buy some so I can do a full face using just L'Oreal products. I'm not gonna say that this is gonna be a face of first impressions because I have grown up using L'Oreal. I'm 26 at this point. I started makeup when I was maybe like 16. I think I started using like mascara and eyeliner when I was like 13. That's not really the point, but I've always used L'Oreal. L'Oreal has always been one of my favorite drugstore brands. They have become pretty pricey recently, so L'Oreal, what are we doing? But aside from that, their products are really good, so I'm not really surprised that they know their worth and they're charging more. Their prices for the products used to be surprisingly low, and now it makes sense. I don't really want to say that because I want them to put their prices back down to where it used to be. Their products are really good. Can't be too mad at it, but still gonna be just a little bit mad at it. That's enough rambling though. We are going to get into it. And I know I said that the prices are getting pricey, but pricey for drugstore to me, their prices are like $9.99 to about $16.99. So I think their foundation is $20.99 or $19.99 or something like that. It's around $20. I was not given a primer, so I did go to Ulta and I had to buy a L'Oreal primer, and this is the one that I purchased. This is the L'Oreal Prime Lab Advanced Derm Primer. It has 1% LHA and salicylic acid in it, and it is a matte setter. So this grips the makeup and leaves no shine, and then the skin will look rebalanced over time. So that's what the applicator looks like. I'm gonna apply it to my face. This is a first impressions. I've never used this before. I honestly went to the store like, does L'Oreal even have primers? I don't think I ever used a L'Oreal primer. So we're gonna see how this works. I already did my skincare and everything before turning on the camera. So it claims to mattify, reduce shine, which is what mattifying basically is, rebalances your skin, and grips your makeup. So I'm assuming it should be like the Milk Makeup's Hydro Grip. Okay, my skin does feel sticky. I know people, they will use a brush and stick it to your face, but I don't know if that actually be working. Wait, because why did it stick? Hold on. It doesn't stick too long, but it does stick. I never tried it before, so I can say I've never seen that happen to me like in person. I never tried it before, but it worked. It did do it. I didn't expect it to stick at all personally. The next thing they sent me, I was very excited to see this because I didn't know that L'Oreal came out with this, and I am excited to use it. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. So it's a natural glow enhancer, and they sent me the shade 905 Deep Glow. So since this is True Match, this probably has been out for quite some time now. This is what the applicator looks like. So this is True Match, because True Match is their older line. Okay, so I'm just gonna add some to my face. Okay, this is kind of perfect. Okay, perfect. So this is just going to add a glow to under your foundation. I'm pretty sure they said that you can use this even without foundation. I used to use one of these with my foundation, like one from NYX back in the day with my foundation, and I literally love that mix. So hopefully it gives me like the same type of vibe. And then we're gonna add their foundation on top. They also sent me two of their L'Oreal Infallible foundations, and they sent me the shades 505 and 510. These have vitamin C in it, which is good for illuminating and brightening up your skin. So I love how makeup nowadays has skincare in it. These also have SPF 25, which is sunscreen basically. You should still wear SPF. Like I still put on SPF during my skincare all the time. However, this does have SPF in it as well, so extra protection from the sun. I'm going to try both of them. We can see which one matches my skin better, my face. This one is 505, and thank you guys so much for sending me two shades so I can decide which one matches me best, and or I can use one for the winter and one for the summer. This is 505, and then this is, I'm using a different finger. I use this one for 505, and then this one is going to be 510. I'm probably gonna use 510. I feel like they're both, am I cool tone? Well, okay, if you match it to my neck, right? This is 510. This is 505. 505 low-key disappeared. Like, you can still, is this okay? No, 510 disappears on my neck in the camera. In real life, 505 disappears on my neck. I think they both can work depending on where on my body I put it, because I have, you see, it disappeared. I have an uneven skin tone, so the perimeter of my face is darker than the center, as you can see that. Like, here is a lot brighter than like here, and then also my neck, the inner parts of my neck is a lot lighter than the outside. Also, I burned myself there, so don't ignore that, just ignore that. I think I'm gonna go with 510, especially because it's summertime and I'm usually dark in the summer. I prefer if 510 matches me now, so then 505 will match me better in the winter. I don't think I'm gonna take it off though. I know y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy, but the colors went off. You see, like, I would usually use these shades anyway. These are my shades. I don't know if I can find a shade that's closer to my skin tone. So now I'm just gonna add some to my face and finish blending all this out. I'm using the same brush that I used for the, does L'Oreal have brushes? I don't think so, but if they do, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm using the same brush that I used for the Lumi lotion. Yeah, I really love this foundation. I've always loved this foundation since it came out. I remember it being like $15. Like, look how good that looks. It literally speaks to itself. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you, this is one of the best foundations I've ever used. And I've used high-end foundations, I've used designer foundations. This is like luxury foundations. This is literally one of the best foundations I have ever used. And sometimes, you know, when you change your products, you wonder why your makeup isn't hitting the same. When I stopped using this foundation, most definitely downgraded my makeup routine when I stopped using this. Yeah, this has to go back into my rotation. Not gonna hold you, trying to cover that up. Now the next product is another product that I used to love. It used to be a holy grail, and they sent me 2 of them as well. So next we have the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour full wear concealers, and they sent me 2 different shades. They sent me the shade 385 Amber and 395 Walnut. I'm going to try to highlight and contour with these, but to be honest, they're so close in shades, I doubt that it will be able to really do what I need to do. But we're going to use the 385 Amber to highlight. I'm going to put that under our eyes, down the center of our nose, our forehead. Maybe not like that, but... And I did all of that without having to dip the doe foot applicator back into the bottle. I want to see how far one dip will get us. And I'm going to put it at the side of my mouth because I have hyperpigmentation over there, so it makes it look darker there. I'm also going to try to lift my eye with the concealer like that. Very intentional with my placement. Okay, so that is 385 Amber, and I'm gonna try to contour with 395 Walnut. I don't think this is dark enough. If anything, this is gonna be my skin tone. Yeah, what we could do is underpaint, not underpaint, but like reverse contour. I'm so upset. I should have bought a contour shade. I'm not gonna hold you guys, I have to contour. I'm gonna have to cheat, I'm not gonna lie, because I have bronzer, that's not a problem, but I need to contour. So I'm going to use, I'll keep a drugstore at least I'll keep a drugstore. Wait, do I have? No, I got rid of those. Okay, I'm gonna use the LA Pro concealer in the shade Mahogany. Only a little bit though, because this is high key too dark for me. And I barely ever use this now. Only a little bit, and I put so much. I don't know what a little bit means. Okay, I'm probably gonna cut out me contouring because it's not L'Oreal. They sent me their finishing spray. They actually sent me 2, because like I said, they sent me 2 different PR packages, and they sent a finishing spray in both. Why does one feel lighter than this one? They sent me a finishing spray in both of them. Okay, I don't know, maybe it's still strength in my hand, but this is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist, and it's up to 36 hours, and it's supposed to be transfer proof. Oh, it's supposed to defy transfer, that's what it says. Hopefully it does that, because I've always been looking for finishing sprays that prevents my foundation and my makeup from transferring. I have yet to find one, and I have been using the one size one, which I think this is a dupe for. I believe this is a dupe for the one size setting spray Until Dawn, but I don't know, let's find out. Hopefully this works better than the one size, because the one size one doesn't prevent my makeup from transferring, personally. I sprayed my concealer before I blend it out, so now let's get into blending. Honestly, blending is one of the longest parts of doing your makeup in the first place. So when you're doing your makeup, make sure that you are blending until your arm falls off. Okay, blend to the gods, because that will really make or break your makeup. It doesn't really matter what makeup brands you're using, really. It's more so your blending skills. If you can blend out your makeup very well, you can probably get away with most products. Maybe I shouldn't have sprayed that because like I'm having trouble blending. Because if it's resistant proof, it low-key is probably gonna try to keep product from blending out. Marilyn. 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 Now that that's all blended out, we have to set everything before it starts to crease, which I don't think this concealer tends to do that a lot. It is really sticky and it kind of sets. Don't let it sit for too long. It sets, so it's hard to blend it out. But we are going to set it, and I was sent 2 different. Oh wait, actually I lied. I'm sorry, I lied, because I was sent as well a liquid blush, which I'm very happy about. I didn't know they had liquid blushes. So this is the Lumi liquid blush in the shade 605 Dewy Bright Pink. So this is a first impression. The packaging, it reminds me of the packaging for the Infallible concealers. I love the shade that they sent me. This is a very cutesy pink. If you know me, I love me a good Barbie pink blush. I use blush. I want to look sunburnt and like I'm blushing and like a baby doll, basically. This is the perfect pink for me. Thank you, L'Oreal. Whoever's on the L'Oreal team that watches me, that decided to send this to me, thank you. I appreciate you. You guys get me, you know me, and I love you for that, genuinely. So this is very okay. This is a cute blush. It has good pigmentation, not too much, not too little. Like I don't have to use a whole bunch, but it's not like I use 1 dot and it lasts me the whole face. But then again, I do have blush blindness. I will admit it. I like blush, and also I'm darker skin instead of fairer skin. So people with fairer skin might have to use a less blush than I do. So that is the blush that they sent me. Very gorgeous, very pretty. Dust over any excess on my forehead. Very pretty. And then next, they also sent me the L'Oreal Lumi Le Glace. This is a highlighter stick, and I love me some highlighter sticks. They actually sent me these in PR a while ago, and then they also sent me this one in a recent PR box. So let me see if I can find one of the older ones. This is another one. This is the Lumi Le Glace highlighter stick as well. So this one's in shade 610 Glassy Pearl, and then this one's in the shade Glassy Pink Ballet. They sent me a bunch. I just recently moved, so not all my makeup products are like where I am right now. I'm pretty sure they sent me the shade already, so I don't want to open another one when I already have it, you know. So, and I already have it open. I'm gonna use the Glassy Pink Ballet because I'm gonna see if I have this shade already, the Glassy Pearl. And if I do have it already, then I'll send you guys, I'll send somebody this one in, like I'll send it as a giveaway. So if you would like to receive the L'Oreal Lumi Le Glace highlighter stick, then just leave a comment below. And you have to be following me on Instagram, of course. Leave a comment below and then also leave your Instagram handle so I know how to contact you. And yeah, like I'll reach out to you on Instagram. So make sure that you leave your Instagram handle. If you don't have an Instagram, then just make one, you know, and then follow me on it, and then yeah, I'll pick somebody and send it to them. And also you clearly have to be subscribed to me here. Like that doesn't make sense if you're not, you know. We're gonna move on. That's all the liquid products I'm using, so we're going to set. Now we can set. And they sent me 2 Infallible Blurfaction. These are loose setting powders, and they sent me the shades 05 Pink Medium Deep and 10 Pink Light. How is 10 lighter than 5? I don't know, but I'm probably gonna go with 10 Pink Light because Pink Dark looks too dark. I like a brighter under eye. It has like a sticker thingy, but I like this type of packaging. I don't like when there's a net, because when there's a net, it's hard to get the product out in the first place. My battery's about to die, so I'm going to change the battery and then be right back. Okay, I am back. Okay, so this is the lighter shade. This is 10 Light Pink or Pink Light. This is 05 Pink Medium Deep. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this one on my under eyes because I like a bright under eye. And I've been using brushes for everything recently, so I'm just gonna take the brush that I like to use for my powder, put it in, tap off any excess, and I'm just gonna press it in to where I want it to set. Okay, so you see the difference? This side has the powder, this side has the powder, this side doesn't. So you see how I got rid of the shine? Yeah, it gets rid of the shine, it smooths out the skin. I'm a fan. It low-key looks like you put a filter on your face. I'm not gonna hold you. And the pink powder has become like a really big thing recently. So I kind of just used it to set basically the rest of my face. It works very well. For the rest of my face, it's just under my eyes. I like under my eyes to be brighter. And you'll see that because I literally bought a product to make it even brighter. So am I a little extra? Absolutely. Am I upset about it? Not at all. The L'Oreal Infallible bronzer, and I got this in the shade 550 Deep Dark. I'm low-key scared that this is gonna be too dark and then make my makeup look money. We'll just start off light-handed, and then if anything we'll add on, you know, we'll add on as we go. I love the diamonds in it. That's slightly darker than what I would usually go for because I prefer to start off lightly and then add. I have to be careful with this. And the thing is, they skipped a shade, like they skipped the number. They went from 450 to 550 instead of going for 450, 500 to 550 because I feel like the 500 would have been perfect. And every other shade it went by 50s. It started off like 2, then 250, then 3, then 350, then 4, then 450, and then it went from 450 to 500. And so basically they skipped my shade, and I don't really like that at all. Actually, I'm just gonna work on blending it to see and get it to look better. So I do have a couple events later today. Like that looks insane. This side is better, but that looks insane. The L'Oreal Infallible blush, and this is in the shade 5 Fearless Cold. Very pretty, very pretty color, and this is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna place this on top of where I place the liquid blush. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I do in fact look sunburned, which is usually what I do go for. This is kind of pushing it. It's kind of a lot. It's okay though, we'll fix it. Next thing I'm going to do is take the L'Oreal Infallible foundation in powder, and this is in the shade 20 Ivory. This is what I was talking about. This is the shade that I was talking about that I'm going to use to create a really bright under eye. I think I'm going to take the sponge that comes with it. My mom used to use these all the time. Oh my gosh, just a go back. And I'm just gonna press that. Maybe I shouldn't have gone so bright. It looks white as fuck. Oh, I think I just had too much on the sponge, honestly. Also, it's very hard to use that sponge. Very hard to use that sponge. You see how that side came out? I did too much on this side, clearly. I'm gonna try to blend it with my blush, sorry. Because I am in fact going out today. Oh, this actually has to look good. Because I'm going to a sip and paint. Well, I think it's actually more of like a art gallery viewing, and they're gonna give us wine, and then I'm going to a pool party after. Okay, this looks really good in person. Looks kind of bright on the camera, but I do like it. I like it a lot. Am I crazy? Like, it's giving beach vibes. Like, it looks like I go to the beach a lot. I'm like sunburned and bright under eyes. I'm gonna dust off any excess powder with a clean brush. Yeah, you see? I didn't buy a highlighter. I didn't buy like a powder highlighter. I just realized that. They do have some. I just forgot. I didn't think about it. I also didn't buy anything for my eyebrows. So I'm going to use the product that I always use. I'm gonna take the concealer, the Infallible concealer in the shade 395 to carve out my brows. I use the same product I've been using for years now at this point, so makeup came out so pretty. We're gonna do some eyeliner and mascara. I bought the L'Oreal Infallible Gel Mechanical Liner, and this is gonna be for eyeliner as well as lip liner. I actually wanted to do a little bit of eyeshadow. I didn't buy any eyeshadow. However, I'm going to be using the products that I use on my face. So I'm gonna be using the bronzer, and I'm gonna put that in my crease. Look how pretty. I like it better as eyeshadow than I do as a bronzer. I'm gonna take the blush as well. Here we go. Should I use the same brush? I'm gonna use the same brush. Just blend that in with there. Like a little bit more in. Like the lid and kind of like under the crease. Doing an eyeshadow look is so easy. And then I'm going to take the foundation and a powder, press that on the lid and in a corner. Does L'Oreal have eyeshadows? Please let me know, because I've never seen it. I've never seen it with my own two eyes. At least I don't remember a time when I've ever seen a L'Oreal eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna take the last brush that I had and then just blend it all out. Blend it into each other like that. Look how pretty. Eyeliner, I got it in the shade Brown Denim because I was planning on using it as eyeshadow, eyeliner, and lip liner. So I got a shade that I can use for both, and it's retractable, which I love. But the reason why it's not the best for eyeliner, like if you want to do, if you want to be my lover, if you want to do a wing, it's not gonna have a sharp tip. So I wouldn't recommend doing a wing with this personally. What I plan on doing is type lining and do my waterline and my type line. And this does have a smudging thing on the other side. Oh, and a sharpener. So you can sharpen it. Hold up. It works. It does works. That's so cool. That's actually really cool. I stand. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So you can sharpen it. It also has a smudge thingy, so you can like smudge out your eyeliner, which I usually don't do. But hey, it could be kind of fun, you know? What do we think? Do we like it before or after? I don't see the biggest difference. Maybe I'll see it more when I'm editing. But as of right now, I'm neutral. It just seems like an extra step that I didn't have to do, you know? Like next time, maybe not, because then I can save like 30 seconds of my life. But regardless, we're gonna move on to mascara, and this is the L'Oreal Panorama. If you're Trini or Caribbean and you know Panorama, when they paint steel pan, this feels like very cheap packaging. I'm not gonna hold you, just because of how light it is. Like it feels like plastic, you know, because it probably is, and I have no idea how much this is. But this is the L'Oreal Panorama Luminous Mascara, and this is what we're gonna do, because as you can see, I don't have any lashes on right now. We're just gonna coat our lashes with this. Before or after. So this has mascara, this one doesn't. Can you see the difference? I think the difference is very obvious. Is it a huge difference? Is this like the best mascara I've ever used? No, but do I like the mascara? Yeah, it's a cute mascara. And this is without any mascara. This is with the top and bottom lashes done. It's a huge difference. Like, okay, we're gonna move on to lips now. Like I said, I'm going to use the same thing I use for the eyeliner for my lip liner, and it's the L'Oreal Infallible Grip Mechanical Eyeliner in the shade Mechanical Liner in the shade Brown Denim. And for the lipstick I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Color Rich E, literally Rich and E, in the shade 635, Worth It Medium. This is what the shade looks like. I love how they have the word L'Oreal engraved and the OR there. And then this was sent to me in a previous PR package by L'Oreal, and this is the L'Oreal Plump Ambition Polygon Lip Oil, and this is in the shade 601 Worth It. And just a fair warning ahead of time, this does have a plumping effect, so you will get like that tingly burning sensation on your lips. Personally, I love it. Not everybody does though, so to each their own, you know, do as you will with that information. This is the final look. I'm a fan. 10 out of 10 actually. It feels good to be reunited with a lot of products that I used to love and use for years, and I haven't had it in a minute now, because I want to say I moved on to like bigger and better, but clearly looking at this face, is it bigger and better or is it just more expensive? I think it's just more expensive, babe, and the packaging is cuter. That's really just what it is. The packaging is cuter. That's why I spend like $40 on something instead of 20, and I can play with the $20 one because of the packaging, right? Okay, but I really do love everything I used. I really like the finishing spray. I guess I have to see if it's I'm wearing a white sweater, so if it's not transfer proof, it won't be white after. I was not expecting that. I was not. 10 out of 10, 20 out of 10. Highly recommend. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Whoa, I've never in my life ever had a transfer proof finishing spray. This is the first and only one, and I told you I've been using the one size, this one. I've been using this one and my makeup was still transfer. Love the foundation, always have Holy Grail for years now, as well as the concealer. The Infallible line is honestly top tier, which is why when I went for the bronzer, foundation powder, and the blush, I went with the Infallible line again, because the Infallible line is just unbeatable. It's literally amazing. I would say I can live without this. Like, if you want to know what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy, the setting spray, the foundation, the concealer, I can live without this. I don't really think it made a big difference to my makeup. I don't know, y'all let me know if you think it really did, but I feel like it didn't really do a big difference, especially with how high coverage the foundation is in the first place. I believe this is medium to buildable coverage. Medium, yeah, so it's medium to buildable, medium buildable coverage. So with that, the Lumi Glotion was kind of irrelevant. I do like the powders a lot. I feel like I'm wearing a filter, which does make sense. It's blur reflection, so it does have that blurring effect, which is really there. It is there. It says blurs imperfections, extends makeup wear, controls shine, under eye looks instantly brighter after use. And all the claims have been proven to be true, except for the extends wear, because I haven't worn it for a while now. I haven't worn it yet. So now I'm finishing my makeup. The lipstick, I always love this lipstick. I probably want to go back and get a lighter shade. I would go back and get more shade than this lipstick, basically. I used to love this lipstick, and I had so many of these, so I'm gonna go back for more of these. I do like the eyeliner slash lip liner. That's how I used it. I love the fact that it comes with a built-in, well, a smudge brush. That's cool. And then it also comes with a built-in sharpener. You can throw this in your bag, be able to touch up your lipstick, your eyeliner, all that stuff in one at the same time. And then it's retractable for one, so you don't, when you do sharpen it, you don't have to sharpen anything more than just the tip. And it comes with a sharpener, so when you want it to be sharper, you can just do it very quickly, you know. And it's really just the tip that you're sharpening. You're not sharpening away the whole entire pencil to get the point again. And also the point's not gonna break from you sharpening it either. So I love that. The liquid blush, I love liquid blush. I would get this again as well. I'll probably get this more. I would probably get this again in more colors as well. So this was sent to me, so thank you L'Oreal for putting this on my radar, because I didn't even know you guys had liquid blushes, so thank you. The bronzer needs more shades, especially darker shades. Like, it needs more shades in the darker range, at least one more in between this one and the one above it. But other than that, like it, the blush was very pigmented. Love the blush. The foundation was high coverage. You saw how I had to work with it, but that was my fault. That was literally, it was user error. I started off with too much foundation in the first place on the sponge, and the sponge I was using was also hard to use. It was, don't use the sponge. Use your brush, use like the powder puffs, use those. The sponge, it was, don't use that. Don't use that, honestly. And then also the highlighter. I love this highlighter. It's very easy to use, and it's very nice to use even when you're not wearing a full face of makeup. You know, you can put this on, some liquid blush, and go out the door. You're on your way. I really do love the highlighters, and I believe that's everything. Oh, the mascara. The mascara was cool. I just feel like mascara takes too long to apply. You know, we can literally just use lashes. I miss lashes. This made me miss lashes. But it is a good mascara. Is it the best thing ever? Is it life-changing? Is it revolutionary? No, but it's mascara and it works. It does its job. You saw the difference between when I had one eye with mascara and one didn't. It helps create that smoky eye look, that siren eye look. It's very nice. I do like it. It does create volume and it does help lengthen, and it darkens your eyelashes because the mascara is black. You get what I'm saying? So that's what it needs to do. I can say you can live without it. You probably have 1,006 different mascaras in your makeup collection anyway. If you're looking for a new mascara and that's one of the only options, pick it up. Sure, it's not bad. Like, it's not bad. I actually am going to do my hair and get dressed. I will come back. So this is the finished look. I just did my hair. I brought out my bangs today because I just felt like it. I don't know. And I put a little headband thing, you know. I feel a little cutesy, but I already went over every product. Like I said, if I had to recommend 3 products in this, I would recommend the, I feel like clearly it's gonna be the setting spray, the foundation, and the concealer, because those are holy grails. Those have been like top drugstore products for years now at this point. Honorary mention is the Infallible Blur Perfection, the powder, and the blush. Those are the honorary mention. The blush and the Infallible Blur Perfection loose setting powder. But top 3 is the setting spray, the Infallible foundation, and the Infallible concealer. And that is the whole entire look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy my content, then be sure that you are subscribed to my channel with the bell notification on so you can be notified whenever I upload. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Leave a comment below letting me know what other brand you would like me to do a full face of. The products will be linked in the description box, so be sure to check out my description box. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Also, if you guys will like the L'Oreal highlighter, remember to leave a comment letting me know what your Instagram is, and then I will pick somebody. Don't just leave your Instagram, leave a comment, and then leave your Instagram profile, your Instagram handle in the comment, and I'll pick somebody from that and reach out to you on Instagram to send it to you. But be sure you subscribe to me on YouTube and follow me on Instagram first, because if I choose you and I realize that you're not subscribed to me or you're not following me, then I'm gonna pick somebody else, because it's for people who are supporting me. And yeah, and that's everything I wanted to say. Bye guys, and I hope to see you in my next video.